the song with your heart. Play the song with your heart.
What is good, YouTube? This is your boy Aaron, and I am back today to discuss something that I don't normally discuss a whole lot, and that's WWE. I want to just talk about something that's been on my mind lately. Something that not a lot of people are really discussing, but that I'm noticing while watching WWE, specifically SmackDown, for the past few months now. And that's this idea, I would say 2 years down the road, that Cody Rhodes potentially turns heel. Now, why do I think that? Why do I believe that Cody Rhodes could potentially one day go from a baby face to a heel? Number one, this whole thing about Cody Rhodes' character, we've seen it before. John Cena was probably the last big, massive baby face for WWE. I'm talking about clean cut. I'm talking about just picture perfect. And it came a point in time where John Cena had a feud with The Rock. And you hear the Cena sucks chants, and a lot of fans were not rocking with John Cena at one point. And there came a point where John Cena was about to turn heel, but Vince McMahon said, no, we're not going to do that. I believe with the new hierarchy, with the new execs, with Triple H taking over, it would be just a missed opportunity for them to not take advantage of the situation and not have Cody Rhodes turn heel. And here's why. Number one, obviously Roman Reigns, he's dealing with the bloodline right now. You know, he's dealing with his cousins and all those other people in his family, and they're bickering back and forth about who's the tribal chief, the Ulafala. Okay, so we have that going on. But then with Cody Rhodes' story, we have potentially a heel turn when it comes to Kevin Owens. They've been pretty much foreshadowing it. Kevin Owens has a history of turning heel. It's only a matter of time before Kevin Owens turns heel on Cody Rhodes. Before Cody Rhodes, we have to remember, it was AJ Styles who turned heel on Cody Rhodes. AJ Styles had a lot of respect for Cody Rhodes. Their first match, they had a respectable match. They had a banger, a 5-star match. But let's not forget, I think it was next week on SmackDown, as AJ Styles, you know, he was giving his respect to Cody Rhodes, he turned heel on him and he betrayed him. AJ Styles, that was Cody Rhodes' man's, and then he turned on Cody Rhodes. Kevin Owens could potentially do the same thing. And then what? I've been hearing potentially Randy Orton could turn heel on Cody Rhodes as well. So those are 3 people that Cody Rhodes looked to as friends that turned heel on Cody Rhodes. So then over time, when you look at it, you're like, yo, as Cody Rhodes, you looking around, you're like, I can't trust nobody up in here. And I believe this could potentially be a long-term storyline for Cody Rhodes, a character development per se. And I believe 2 years down the road, maybe 1 year and a half down the road, once this whole bloodline mess is over with Roman Reigns, we're going to revisit Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. And I believe what they're going to do is going to be in reverse. We're going to have Roman Reigns as the babyface and Cody Rhodes as the heel. Wouldn't that be a plot twist of the century? Because, come on now. As cool as it is to have Roman Reigns as a babyface, we need somebody to root against and we need somebody to root for. It would be boring if we just have Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes as 2 babyface going up against one another. That's just boring storytelling, in my opinion. We need to have a villain and a hero. We need to have a protagonist and antagonist. I think Cody Rhodes just his expressions, the way he come across, people comparing him to Homelander, it just seems right. It just seems like it's inevitable. And I think that would make sense to have all the people that Cody Rhodes looked up to, that he was cool with, to just potentially turn heel because he's the champion, because he's the top guy and people are jealous of him, to eventually have Cody Rhodes just not trusting anybody, and he becomes the guy. He becomes the top villain, and he becomes the heel of the story. And Roman Reigns is the babyface, and he's the one that's now everybody is cheering for. And Roman Reigns is the voice of reason, and Roman Reigns is the guy like you. What did I tell you? I told you he's crooked. He's a politician. I warned you all. It just makes sense. And because Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns are the two biggest stars in the company, you have to have another big match between those two. It's going to be a minute, but I think this is inevitable. I think the seeds are planted, and I believe it'll happen. If they don't do it, then damn, I guess I was wrong. Especially since now they're going to move to Netflix. That would be a great opportunity to try something different, to experiment, to do different things. No Vince McMahon. I know he's redacted now, but no Vince McMahon to be over there and say, no, that's not the way you do things. Like now there's creative freedom. I feel like over time, the character of Cody Rhodes may get a little stale and then want to try something different. This is how you try something different. Turn him heel.
Just let me be me.